Have you ever imagined a creature so strange, it feels like it belongs in a sci-fi movie, not on Earth? Hidden deep within rainforests, deserts, and oceans, there are animals so bizarre, so unbelievably rare, that scientists themselves were shocked when they discovered them. Today, we're uncovering 10 rare and bizarre animals you won't believe actually exist. But here's the twist. Every one of them is real. No myths, no Photoshop, just pure nature's madness. Stay with me until the end, because the last animal on this list might just rewrite what you think life on Earth can look like. Imagine an animal that never grows up, literally. The axolotl, also known as the Mexican walking fish, is one of the strangest creatures on the planet. Unlike most animals, axolotls remain in a juvenile stage their entire lives, keeping their frilly external gills, baby-like faces, and even the ability to regrow entire limbs. Scientists call this phenomenon neoteny, a refusal to follow the rules of evolution. Instead of transforming into a land-walking salamander like its relatives, the axolotl chooses to stay forever young, living underwater, smiling with its cartoonish face. But behind that innocent look lies a survival superpower. Axolotls can regrow not just legs, but spinal cords, jaws, even parts of their brains. Imagine if humans had that ability. We'd be superheroes. Yet, despite their magical biology, axolotls are on the brink of extinction in the wild. Pollution, invasive species, and shrinking habitats in Mexico have made them one of the rarest amphibians alive. The irony? The creature that refuses to grow old might never get the chance to grow at all, unless humans step in to save it. Later in this list, you'll see another bizarre survivor from the depths that scientists thought was long gone. Proof that nature always finds a way. Deep in the pitch-black waters of the Pacific Ocean lives a creature so strange, scientists didn't know what to call it. Meet the Yeti Crab, discovered in 2005 near hydrothermal vents. Unlike any crab you've seen, its claws are covered in silky hair-like bristles, making it look like a crustacean straight out of a fantasy movie. But those hairs aren't for style. They actually grow colonies of bacteria, which the crab farms and eats. Imagine carrying a built-in garden on your arms. Living in complete darkness, the Yeti crab relies on this bizarre adaptation to survive where almost nothing else can. Here's the twist. These creatures live in one of the harshest places on Earth, where boiling hot water spews from vents beside freezing cold seawater. For scientists, the Yeti crab represents resilience, but also a reminder of how fragile life is in the deep ocean. Later, you'll meet another deep-sea creature that seems even more alien, a nightmare with teeth that glow in the dark. Now, let's crawl out of the ocean and into the muddy wetlands of North America. Meet the star-nosed mole, a small, almost blind mammal with the strangest face you'll ever see. Its nose is a fleshy starburst of 22 pink tentacles, twitching non-stop. It looks alien, unsettling, even grotesque. But here's the secret. That bizarre nose is actually the fastest touch organ in the animal kingdom. In less than a quarter of a second, it can identify and decide whether something is edible. That means it's one of the fastest eaters in the world. It may look like a monster from a horror film, but to the mole, its ugly superpower is pure survival. What humans see as strange is actually one of the most efficient designs in nature. If you think the star-nosed mole looks alien, wait until you see a fish that actually walks on land. Fish are supposed to swim. But what if one decided, nah, I'd rather walk? Enter the Mudskipper, a fish that spends most of its time on land, hopping across muddy shores with its strong pectoral fins. Mudskippers breathe through their skin and even gulp air like amphibians. They can climb roots, fight other mudskippers for territory, and build burrows in the mud. Watching one feels like seeing evolution in real time. It's an awkward, clumsy walker, but its determination shows how life refuses to be boxed in. Nature always experiments, and sometimes those experiments work. Next, we dive back underwater to meet a fish so rare it looks like it's made of glass. Imagine an octopus so transparent you can see straight through its body. Every organ floating inside like a living X-ray. That's the glass octopus. Found deep in tropical oceans, this creature is almost invisible to predators. Its skin is crystal clear, its body delicate like blown glass. Only its stomach and optic nerves are visible, suspended in the see-through frame. In the deep ocean, survival depends on invisibility. The glass octopus has mastered this art, but ironically, it's so elusive that humans still know almost nothing about it. Scientists call it one of the ocean's ghosts. But if you think a see-through octopus is strange, wait until you meet a fish with a completely transparent head. From the depths of the Pacific comes an even stranger sight, the barrel-eye fish. At first glance, it looks like a normal small fish until you notice its head. The entire dome of its skull is transparent, like a glass helmet. Inside, two glowing green eyes stare upward, scanning the ocean above for prey. It's a design straight out of science fiction. For decades, fishermen caught glimpses of this fish, but never understood its structure until deep-sea submersibles captured its surreal appearance. And just when you think you've seen the weirdest face in nature, wait until you meet an animal whose whole body looks like it's been turned inside out. Shift from the ocean to the rainforest, where a delicate creature hides in plain sight. The glass-winged butterfly. Instead of bold colors, its wings are transparent, like glass. Only the edges have faint brown borders, making it look like a ghostly shadow fluttering in the air. This butterfly's invisibility is its ultimate defense. Predators like birds can barely see it, yet when sunlight catches its wings, the shimmer feels magical, like living jewelry. And speaking of magic, the next animal might be the most flamboyant bird on the planet, an explosion of colors that looks too bizarre to be real. Now imagine walking through the swamps of Africa and suddenly locking eyes with a living dinosaur. The shoebill stork is massive, standing up to 5 feet tall, with a beak so huge and shaped like a wooden shoe that it looks cartoonishly fake. But make no mistake, this bird is a ruthless hunter. Its beak can crush lungfish, turtles, even baby crocodiles. The shoebill moves slowly, almost eerily still, then strikes with lightning speed. Its piercing stare has made locals call it the king of the marsh. But the next animal isn't terrifying because of size. It's terrifying because it looks like it crawled straight out of a horror film. On tropical islands, coconuts mysteriously vanish. The thief? The coconut crab, the largest land crab on Earth, growing over 3 feet across with claws strong enough to crack coconuts. This crab looks like something from a monster movie. They can climb trees, rip apart food, and even steal shiny objects from humans. Some sailors once believed they could drag people away in the night. While that's exaggerated, one thing's true. You do not want those claws near your fingers. But as bizarre as the coconut crab is, the final animal on our list is stranger, scarier, and more mysterious than them all. And here it is, the finale. From the deep ocean comes a predator so strange it's been called a living fossil. The goblin shark, with its long, flat snout and terrifying jaws that shoot forward to snatch prey. This shark looks like something that should not exist. It spends most of its time in the darkness, rarely seen by humans. When its jaws extend outward like a monster from a horror film, it feels like a glitch in evolution. But that's the point of today's journey. Nature isn't here to follow our rules. It creates the beautiful, the bizarre, the terrifying, and the unforgettable. And while these animals may seem alien, they remind us of one truth. Earth is still full of mysteries, waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed exploring the strangest creatures of our planet, don't forget to subscribe and join us again, because the next animal might be even stranger than any